One of the biggest things in the American economy undergoing significant change is the labor market. The unemployment rate is coming down, but the amount of people looking for work is at a record low. And those out of work for an extended period of time now find they have no safety net. Here's Hampton Pearson on the new face of the job market.
Veronica Perrier is caught in the crossfire of the new economy. She is among the more than 3 million Americans out of work for more than a year, including 1.4 million who lost their unemployment benefits at the end of 2013. That $1,200 a month has been an economic lifeline.
Not having that money is devastating. I don't know where I'm going to get money to pay my rent, to buy food, to pay car insurance. It's almost leaves me speechless just trying to articulate what it means not to have, that money to fall back on.
What's next for the 40-year-old Maryland resident? It's complicated. Armed with a PhD in law enforcement, it was not that long ago the expert research assistant was earning more than $75,000 a year, owned a condo, had even been saving for retirement. But her contract jobs with nonprofits dried up when the sluggish economy meant less grant money available.
I have to have a job. You cannot survive in this world without it. So I have to keep, pushing myself.
Now she's working with a state-run job placement program trying to reinvent herself. Counselors here say getting the thousands of job seekers to realize the overall job market is constantly changing has been their biggest challenge in recent years.
It's just the magnitude of this particular economy and this particular job market. We tell people that you may have 4 or 5 different careers before you retire.
December 2013 was the weakest month of hiring in 3 years. Just 74,000 jobs added to the economy versus 214,000 on average for the previous 4 months. The unemployment rate dropped to 6.7% because twice as many people, including recent college graduates, simply gave up looking for work. Enough to push the labor force participation rate down to 62.8%, the lowest in 36 years.
If you look over the past year, the share of the population in the labor force fell by almost a percentage point, which is actually huge at this stage in recovery.
The retirement of millions of baby boomers is also shrinking the labor force. The average retirement age is now just under 60, with about 25% of the oldest boomers retiring early because of the sluggish job market. That's according to a recent MetLife survey.
Some of the folks who are leaving the labor force due to retirement probably would have stayed in longer had the labor force been stronger.
The latest data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows more than 8.7 million jobs lost between January 2008 and February 2010. Since then, the government says there's been an increase of more than 7.5 million jobs. The bottom line, the economy is closing the jobs gap, but more than 5 years after the recession, we're still playing catch-up. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Hampton Pearson in Washington.